Tom, are you there? I just wanted to remind you that we're going to my parents' house. You do remember making those plans, right? I'm only saying this because I need you to come home a little early tonight. I told my mom that we would be heading out of here around 7 p.m. tonight.
Oh, right. So sorry about this, Julie, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it back on time. A really important errand I have just popped up, so...
Wait, what? What errand? What are you talking about?
Well, a very important client just asked me out to dinner and some drinks. So I really just am not in a position at all to turn him down, you know? I guess you and Dot have to go together.
But my parents invited us over to their house to celebrate Dot's birthday. Don't you remember?
I know, but I don't get why they even did that when we already celebrated here at the house on the day of. So wouldn't that make this party kind of a sub-party or something like that? The whole point I'm trying to make here is just that I don't think it's super necessary that I be there.
You mean you don't even want to be there for your own daughter's birthday? You know how much she loves getting to spend time with you since you're always so busy with work. Besides, don't you think that you've been going out drinking just a little too much recently? I mean, I remember you saying that you had to go out last weekend, and the weekend before that as well. You're always coming home late because of that.
Look, I know I've been going out a lot, but it's not like I've been getting hammered every single day or something like that. Besides, you know these kinds of things just come with the job, don't you?
I know that sometimes you have to go out and entertain clients, yes. But you don't always have to go every single time someone invites you out. I remember talking to your coworker, Jeff, and he was telling me that he's learned to say no to business dinner and to spend more time with his family. So, I just wonder if maybe that's something that you might have to work on as well, you know?
Okay, well, the difference between me and Jeff is that Jeff has no ambition, you see? He's gonna be stuck doing the same job at the office forever. I just know it.
Well, I am sure that his family is very, very grateful for how much he is sacrificing to be with them. Besides, Tom, I know how hard you work. You give so much to your job, and it shows. But there's a flip side to that. I mean, when was the last time you didn't have just Dot and I clean the whole house? I just feel like we have to do everything around here, and we never even get to see you.
Okay. I get it. Jeez. I guess I can try and come home early tomorrow, okay?
No, Tom, it can't be tomorrow. It has to be tonight. Please, you know about these plans, and I already told my parents too. And there's something else, actually. I want you to start taking Dot to her track and field practices, okay?
Oh, right. I almost forgot that the big race is coming up pretty soon, isn't it?
That's right. And I want to make sure that we support Dot in this every single step of the way. Besides, it would be a good chance for you and her to spend some quality time together and maybe do some father-daughter bonding. Because Dot complains all the time about you not being at home enough.
Are you kidding me? Do I not see her every single morning before I go to work?
That's exactly the problem, Tom. You only see her briefly in the morning. But Dot is still waking up by the time that you're basically out the door, so she hardly even interacts with you. And because you're always coming home so late, by the time you do get back here, Dot has already fallen asleep.
Right, I see. I guess when you put it that way, I can kind of start to see your point.
Well, that's why I'm pushing so hard for you to be there for her this weekend for her birthday. And not only on her birthday, but the weekends in general. You do realize that during the week, I'm the one driving Dot around everywhere, despite the fact that I also have a part-time job. I need some alone time too, Tom. I really mean this.
Okay, alright. I get it. I understand what you're saying, and I'm sorry for everything.
Well then, do you think that you could think of something for you and Dot to do this weekend?
Well, now, just hold on. I was going to play golf this weekend.
You're going to be playing golf all weekend? On Saturday and Sunday? Are you serious?
Well, I've really been wanting to get out there and practice my drive. But I swear to you that I will think of something Dot and I can do next weekend. And from now on, I promise to try and find more ways to be at home and spend more time with you both. But I just need this weekend.
Ugh. Tom, do you even realize that you always do this? Why should I trust you this time?
Please. I swear that I'll come home on this time every single day of the week. You have my word. Just give me this, okay?
It's fine too. You clearly have already made up your mind, and I'm not going to be changing it. I take it that you're going to be golfing with your boss again this time. I'm not happy about it, but if you really want to go and do this thing, then be my guest. But you have to promise me right now that you are not going to make any plans that don't involve Dot next weekend. At the very least, you have to spend at least one day, Saturday or Sunday, with her, okay?
Yes, I got it. I swear that I'll keep my schedule open just for Dot, okay? I promise you.
Well, I'm sorry, but I guess the only thing I have to say is that I'll believe it when I see it. Anyways, I have to finish up some dishes that I was going to take over to my parents' house. And I guess I can leave you some dinner for when you come back home.
Great. Thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to me. Just please tell your parents how sorry I am that I had to miss this. But I'm sure that they'll understand.
That's fine. I appreciate you apologizing. Just please don't drink too much. And be careful coming home, okay?
Hey Julie, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that my mom and I were going to be taking a trip together at the end of the month, okay? I think we'll probably be away for about a week or so.
Wait, hold on. You're going to be leaving the house for a whole week?
Yeah, don't worry though. I already asked for the time off from work and they said it was fine.
Now wait just a second here, Tom. We haven't even taken a vacation anywhere for over a year now. But now you're saying that you've made plans with your mom and you're going to leave just the two of you?
Yeah, well, I am her son, and I think she deserves to have a nice little vacation. Is that so wrong? Besides, you know that we live much farther away from her than your parents. We hardly ever get to see her compared to them. So I was just thinking that it would be great if I could do something for her. I asked my mom if there was anything she really had been wanting to do lately, and she told me it was to take a trip somewhere.
And did you even suggest that Dad and I tag along as well?
No, I think my mom just wanted to go on a trip with her son. Keep it all in the family, you know? Besides, it's already expensive enough traveling with just the two of us. If we doubled that amount of people, that would just be too much.
Now look, Tom, I am not telling you not to go on this trip, but I am saying that I just wish you thought this through a little more and talked to me about it.
I know, you're right. I probably should have talked to you about this first. But I was just thinking that you and I and Dot could go take a vacation whenever we want. But it's way more difficult with my mom, and you never know if something's going to happen to her health. So I just wanted to go on a mother and son trip while we still could. I mean, we all only live once, right?
Yes, that is true, and I'm sure your mom is very happy to get to do this with you.
You have no idea. She sounded like she was overjoyed when I told her about the plan. She's been sending me messages every day asking about it ever since then.
Well, that's good, and I am happy for the two of you. But when you get back from that trip, can we please try and look into something to do with just the three of us? Because Dot still complains about not getting to see you often enough.
What is she talking about? I went to her race and watched that, didn't I?
Tom, please, you were asleep through basically all of it. I wouldn't really say that you were there. In fact, I couldn't believe that you did that. What in the world made you think that was okay?
Well, I don't really know what to say. I guess the stress from working all week just caught up with me and I couldn't keep my eyes open. But I promise that when I get back from this trip, I'm only going to be focused on two things. You and Dot. You have my word, okay?
I thought I already had your word, Tom. But you always do this. You always say what you think I want to hear, but you don't follow through.
I know, but this time I'm for real. You have to believe me. Ask Dot about where she would like to go, and we could do a whole weekend trip to wherever she wants.
And you promise that you'll actually follow through on that this time? Because if you don't, then I'm going to be very, very upset with you. You know that, right?
Come on. Did you really just tell me that? Of course I'm not going to break this promise. I'm telling you that once I get back from this trip with my mom, I am only going to be focused on you and Dot. I know that I've caused you a lot of trouble by not really listening to you like I should be, but this really was just for my mom. I swear. You should have seen how she lit up when I first even suggested going somewhere with her.
And just where is all of this coming from all of a sudden, huh? Because it's not like you even spent that much time with your mom before now.
What do you mean? Of course nothing has happened, but I'm already 35 and I've just been doing a lot of thinking is all.
I see. Well, I would be lying if I said that hearing all of this didn't make me happy. And I really do hope that you and your mom are able to enjoy the time together.
Of course. I promise that we're going to make the most of it, and that I swear that I'm going to be all about you and Dot. And I'm not just saying that. I really truly am going to follow through this time. I'll be a new man by the time I get back.
Well, you don't have to wait for your trip to change, you know. But I am glad that you're so optimistic about this. I guess I'll ask Dot about where she would like to go, and then I'll get back to you about what she said, okay?
Great. Sounds good to me. I'm looking forward to it.
Hello, Julie. I was wondering if you had a moment to chat. Oh, Rita, it's been so long since I've heard from you. Of course I have a moment to chat with my mother-in-law. What's in your mind? Well, the thing is that I can't seem to get a hold of Tom at all. And I'm wondering if you happen to know where he is. Is he at home with you right now? It's actually a bit of an emergency, so I really need to connect with him soon. Wait, what? I'm sorry. I'm a little confused. Aren't you two on your trip together right now? A trip? What do you mean by that? I'm still here at the hospital. I'm sorry, what? You're at the hospital? What happened? Is everything okay? No, everything is not okay. I was out jogging this morning and I rolled my ankle, but I happened to be on a hill just then, so I ended up rolling all the way down in. And by the time I came to, I was awake in a hospital bed. I guess some passerby must have seen what happened and called the ambulance. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Is anything broken at all? Yes. In addition to my ankle, I also broke my right wrist in the fall. Not only that, but I hit my head a few times, so they want to keep me overnight here. So anyways, I wanted to get in touch with Tom and tell him all about what happened, but I can't. I see. So then you're still at the hospital right now, is that right? That's right. I think I'll probably be here until sometime tomorrow, it seems. But that means that you're really not on any sort of vacation right now then? There you go again, talking about trips and vacations. What is that all about? Why do you think that I'm supposed to be out of town right now? Well, it's just that Tom left to go to the airport yesterday. He told me we were going to meet you there and that you two were going to take a mother and son vacation together. Wait, what? Well, this is the first that I'm hearing about any of this. But I haven't seen Tom in months, and he certainly never told me about that kind of trip. That's why I went out jogging today like I always do, because I thought it was just a normal day. I see. Well then, I guess that means that Tom was lying to me, wasn't he? I guess it certainly does seem that way. Oh, Julie, I am so sorry that you have to deal with my idiot of a son. You really don't deserve any of this. I can't believe that Tom would lie to you. Can you tell him that he needs to get back here right this second? Hold on there for a second, Rita. I actually think it might be good if we take some time to figure out where Tom is and what he's doing. I have a feeling that he's traveling with someone. I'd be surprised if I was out running around doing all of this alone. I see. So then you think that Tom is away on vacation with some other person? I think the chances of that are quite high, yeah. I think it would be better if we kept this a secret between us and let Tom keep thinking that he's gotten away with this. I see. Well, if you think that's best, then I'll follow your lead. I guess in that case, I'll just leave a message telling him that I'm in the hospital and see what he says. Yes, please do that. And I really am so sorry that you had that accident, Rita. It sounds just horrible. Oh no, I'm fine really. Just a little banged up and bruised. But I really am so sorry that my son lied to you like he did. You really didn't deserve any of that. You don't need to apologize for anything, Rita. You didn't do anything, okay? But I'm going to investigate into this and let you know what I find. Besides, I am worried in case Tom is in some kind of actual trouble right now. Either way, you just focus on recovering and getting out of there as soon as you can, okay? I suppose there's really not much else I can do from here. But if you think of any way that I can help, just let me know. Thank you so much for that, Rita. I really do appreciate it. Okay then, I'll keep you updated on what happens next.
Hey Rita, where are you? I wanted to let you know that I'm back from my trip now.
Well, good for you. Have a look at the kitchen table.
Wait a second. What is this? These are divorce papers. What's going on here?
What do you think is going on here? You and I are getting a divorce, Tom. I already signed where I need to, so just sign the papers and let's get this over with.
Wait a second. Is this about taking the trip with my mom?
No, it's not about that.
Then, is this about not spending enough time with you and Dot?
I guess that's one way of putting that, yeah.
But I told you that I was going to be a changed man when I got back from this trip. Please don't do this.
You idiot. The reason I'm divorcing you is because you left on this trip to cheat on me. You made this whole sob story about how you realized the importance of family, and it was just a lie. But did you really think you were going to get away with this?
Hold on a second. What are you talking about? I'm not cheating on you. I really did just have a trip with my mom and that's it. I told you about this.
And I talked to your mom about your trip together.
But how could you do that? I doubt she's even back home now.
I guess you really still do think that you can get away with this. If you must know, your mom reached out to me and told me that you told her to say that you did go on a trip with her. Actually, her and I are together right now.
Hold on a second. Why are you with my mom? I don't get it.
I'm with your mom because while you were away with whoever, she had an accident and ended up in the hospital. She reached out to me looking for you while I thought that the both of you were away together on a vacation. So tell me, who just was it that you were traveling around with?
It was just a friend, that's all. I swear. But I don't think you know them. You have to know that I wasn't cheating on you, though. You know that I would never ever do that.
Oh, please. Can you just come out and admit it already? You left yourself logged on your laptop, and I could see your whole trip itinerary. I already know everything. I was just hoping that you'd come out and admit it yourself.
But, no. You don't get it. Please, you have the wrong idea about this.
No, I don't. It wasn't just one friend, was it? It was a group of your friends who were all cheating on their wives. But you have to know that I follow some of them, and they posted about their trip online. I could see everything.
Okay, let me explain. The thing is that I didn't want to go on this trip, and the only reason I did was that so I could tell this other woman that we had to break up. She told me she wanted to end it all on a high note and begged me to come with her on the trip. So it's all over. You believe me now, right?
Even if I did believe what you just told me, you're still admitting to cheating on me. You get that, right?
Well, yeah, but did you miss the part where I broke up with her to be with you and Dot?
Oh, well, thank you so much for sparing some thoughts for your daughter and wife. We appreciate it greatly. You really always show how much you care by forcing me to watch Dot while you barely ever spend any time at home.
But I didn't have any choice. She might have blurted everything to you if I said no.
I can't believe that you actually think I'm going to pity you for any of this. Do you really think that I would ever forgive you for this? Just know that I'm going to sue you for this affair.
I'm so sorry. I'll pay you whatever it is that you need me to. But please, just don't leave me. That's all I ask.
I'm afraid that I've been hurt and betrayed by you too many times. Not only that, but I've let you hurt my daughter far too many times. All that girl wants is to spend more time with her father and go out and do fun things with you. But you seem to prefer working and sleeping around to spending any time with your own child.
Please, Rita, don't you know how much it hurts to have you say those kinds of things to me? You know this isn't how I wanted all of this to go, right?
Quite frankly, I don't think you know how this was going to go. But it is clear that you didn't look ahead at when you were doing any of this. But you were never hesitant to constantly remind me of how hard you work for your family. But I guess in the end, that was just another lie, wasn't it?
I'm so sorry. I was an idiot. I never should have treated you like this. You didn't deserve any of this.
Oh, I am well aware of that. I don't need you telling me that. I didn't need my husband cheating on me. Thank you very much. But that's why I'm leaving you. You're a terrible husband, a terrible father, and a sad excuse for a man. I just don't see the point in wasting any more of my life with you. If you want to do something for Dot and I, know that that would be to sign the divorce papers and leave us alone forever. After that, Tom and I got divorced. He was kicking and screaming and crying throughout the whole process, but I didn't let that slow me down. Even Tom's mom was on my side and pushed him into signing the divorce papers as well. Needless to say, I made sure that I was given full custody of Dot. It turns out the woman my husband was seeing was someone from his work. After our divorce, rumors began to circle about what happened, and before long, everyone knew what was going on between the two of them and that it led to Tom's divorce. Tom couldn't stand all the rumors circling around the office about him, so he finally quit his job and moved away. But that's not before I was able to sue him and the other woman for their affair. I also made it so Tom would have to pay child support. The last I heard, Tom was renting a tiny apartment in another city and trying to start his life over from scratch. As for me, I had so much love and support come in from family and friends that I think Dot and I are going to be just fine. I was obviously so nervous about starting life as a single mother who had been cheated on by her husband. But with so much love and support, I realized that I had basically already been a single mother throughout my entire marriage. Tom was hardly ever there for us, and I was always doing all the parenting. Of course, now that I'll have to work full-time, things will be getting more complicated, but the money from the lawsuit is going to make this transition much easier. Now I know that as long as Dad and I are together, nothing is ever going to come between us. I'm not going to pretend like the future is going to be easy, but I think it will be much brighter without Tom in our lives. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.